everyone, today I've got my Minari movie review. A Korean family moves to Arkansas to make a new life for themselves. So is this movie one that inspires for all ages? So as far as the story goes, Lee Isaac Chung directs this endearing tale about a family trying to overcome obstacles, all the while sticking together no matter what. Now, going in, I didn't know what to expect. I had only vaguely heard about it, and before it ended up, sweeping a lot of awards, I felt like, hey, I needed to see this also because it was one of the nominees for Best Picture, but also because it is being distributed by A24, which is, a no-brainer to see any movie like that, because you're most likely not going to be disappointed with a movie from A24, and I know I certainly haven't. So with that in mind, it is a slow burn drama that draws you in to discover the true meaning of family and how important they are to you. And it was told in a beautiful way. You get this glimpse into the real life of the director growing up. And so I thought it was really interesting to have the director make a movie, loosely based on his life and, what his relationship was like with his family. And it's set in the 80s in Arkansas, and there are so many elements to the storytelling that you might find relatable, and a couple of them would be keeping up with traditions and when the family has these special meals, made, and, the matriarch of the family is working really hard to, accomplish that. And there's wisdom being passed down to the younger generation, like when the grandma is giving some sage advice to the kids and sort of, helping out when she comes into town. And like Parasite, this movie is maybe not classified as a foreign language film, but it's in Korean, but also in English. So it actually didn't bother me one bit, and I felt like the movie focused a lot on the economic constraints that the family had to deal with. And the movie is so well written that it perfectly captures the good and the bad that tested the family once tragedy strikes, that you really do want to root for them to achieve the American dream. As far as the casting goes, Steven Yeun plays Jacob. Now, of course, I've been a fan of him since The Walking Dead, so seeing him in a movie like this where I feel like he's really showing his strengths in this movie and working to provide for his family and trying to, work on those relationships. And one of those ways was with this farm that he wanted to make, so that way whatever he's, putting together is going to help not just the family, but others as well. Han Yi-ri plays his wife Monica, who wants to go along with his endeavor, all the while, for the sole purpose of keeping the family together, because, obviously this was a big, huge journey for them to come to America to, have this life, and now it could, end up falling apart. So that's why you have to, really work together. Yoon Yoo-jung, who plays the grandma in this movie, I just thought she was so cute and hilarious, but also charming to watch, interacting with her daughter's family. I mean, she was probably one of the stand-up performances in this movie. The child actors, Noel Cho and Alan S. Kim, were also pretty good as well, adapting to their new environment. And I just loved the boys' scenes with his grandma, especially when they are down by the creek and picking up some of the Minari plant that grows there. So a lot of that sort of plays a role in this movie, and as this Korean plant is the foundation of that earth, I believe there is a significance to having that also be the foundation of the family. So the things that I liked about this movie was that this really felt like a very natural movie, and every scene was thought-provoking, and you gain this understanding of, you know, what the characters' lives were like, especially when they are surrounded by a community of people who, you know, maybe they don't look like them exactly, so you don't know if this family is going to be accepted or not. It sort of, you know, left me on the edge of my seat. The cinematography was also equally beautiful. The musical score made me feel like I was in a dream, like the one Monica was talking about with her son. And I almost teared up at one point towards the end of the movie, so I definitely feel like it was satisfying in the end. So overall, I would say that I really did enjoy this movie. It left me with a lot of surprises. It was really enjoyable to watch, and like Nomadland, I am conflicted with which movie between the two should win Best Picture. I know I posted a poll on my Twitter page, so you guys can let me know which movie you think should win Best Picture. And I just can't wait to see the Oscars in general. I would highly recommend seeing this movie. If you guys haven't, it is definitely one not to miss. So I would give this 5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Minari. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you guys later.